What is up, guys? It's Meikitamemo here, and once again welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 5 part 3 of my Risen 1 playthrough, the Monastery of the Holy Flame, and welcome as well to the third run, the final run, apart from the hardcore run, the Path of the Mage. And without further ado, let's continue the questing around here so that we can enter the Path of the Mage.
The Rune Table. The Rune Table is a powerful tool. Blah 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 blah. Here's something. To prepare the Rune Table, place the desired rune in the table. There, that's it. Scroll preparation. The scroll maker prepares himself mentally, then places the ingredients, the blank roll of parchment, and the quill alongside the prepared rune table. Copy the rune, noting all strokes and details made by the rune maker. The rune table is the secret then.
Hello. My name is Erlan. Did you get conscripted too, or did you decide to come here?
No, I volunteered.
Good choice. I wish I'd done that.
Why?
Well, I hid at first, but they caught me. But when I got here, I realized how good it is. The Order looks after us and even gives us an education. It's a great life, actually.
Which path did you choose?
I'm going to be accepted in the Order as a warrior.
I'm training to become a mage.
Ah, so you'll be doing the tests too? I'm working on a Lumos test. You don't happen to know the ingredient for the Nautilus scroll?
No idea. Sorry.
If you find out, please let me know. It might be worthwhile for us to share knowledge.
Which spells do you know the ingredients for?
Joke and telekinesis.
You another recruit of the Inquisition?
I'm guessing you're not a volunteer.
I volunteered through press ganging, by order of the Inquisitor.
What happened?
Bad luck. I was out hunting wolves when a white robe patrol passed. Some of us got away. They caught me.
You're a hunter?
Yes, but nobody here cares that I can handle a bow. Here I'm just Recruit Jarvis. They want me to learn star fighting and magic. I'm hoping by the time I've learned the magic I have to study, the Inquisition won't need me at the ruins.
Can you teach me about archery?
I don't think the Masters would like me teaching you.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
I'm busy. I'm trying to understand these scrolls.
Let me help you with them.
It'd be enough if you got me a couple of things so I can move on. Just to keep the Masters off my back.
Like what?
A scroll of illusion, say, and 2 blank parchment rolls.
And in return?
I'll teach you what I know about archery, sneaking, and hunting.
Well, we'll think about that.
What's this? Are you a new student?
That's right.
Good. We are in great need of new minds.
I am searching for all the masters, so I can pass their tests.
Good. Then let's not waste any more time. Your training will begin immediately. I am Master Illuma. I teach the high art of creating scrolls. I educate. The question is, are you ready to be educated?
What must I do?
Look at the bookstands in this room. They contain the principles of creating scrolls. Read and absorb. Read and absorb. Once you have read and absorbed these books, seek me out.
Master, I have learned the principles.
Have you indeed? Then you won't mind a couple of little questions. How do you prepare a rune table?
By inserting the rune stone.
What materials are needed for a scroll?
A prepared rune table, a blank roll of parchment, a quill, and the ingredients.
Good. You have learned.
Will you give me a quill?
Alas, part of your task is to obtain the components you will need. Obtaining the components is a skill as important as the scroll making itself. Perhaps the other students will help you.
May I take the test?
Once you are ready, the test requires you to create a scroll and you must do it on your own. You may take the test once you are able to do that.
Can I take the test now?
No. First you must expand your theoretical knowledge.
Sounds easy enough.
Don't be hasty. Theory forms the foundation of all research. You would do well to absorb all knowledge and to memorize it.
What is my assignment, Master Illuma?
You already know that every spell has its magical ingredient.
So you want me to...
Do not interrupt. You will learn the ingredients for every spell for the first runic seal. That is your task. Find me when you have done that.
How do I learn about these spell ingredients?
Through study. You will find the knowledge you need in books and in the minds of other students. If you help them, I dare say they will be inclined to help you.
What are the spells of the first runic seal?
There are 6 spells based on the power of the runes. Magic Light and Light Healing are basic spells for any mage. Telekinesis and Transformation into the Nautilus are the most powerful spells. And there is also Illusion and Jest.
Did you say jest?
Indeed. You will learn the effect of this spell in due course. For now, concentrate on learning the spell components.
Alright.
Who else can tell me the ingredients needed for scrolls?
Well, you could try Jarvis and Ash. Or if you're feeling bookish, there's always the library. And there's Enzo. He knows a lot.
If he can help, why haven't you asked him the answers?
I'm not speaking to him.
I need a quill.
A word of warning, don't ask Enzo for one. He has some, but he'll screw you over. Try Casper. He's a novice, but he's got lots of goods. He might have some quills.
Why aren't you speaking to Enzo?
It's a long story, but let's just say I took something of his.
So, you're a thief.
I didn't know it was his turkey.
You've fallen out over a turkey.
You obviously don't know how hard it is to find turkeys here. I didn't know it was his.
You thought it was a random, ownerless turkey.
I feel guilty already, all right. If it was easy to replace it, I'd have given Enzo a dozen back, and we'd be friends.
If I find a turkey, I'll bring it to you.
I don't think you'll just stumble on one.
I think I've handled bigger jobs than finding a turkey. I need to find the ingredients for all the spells in the first runic seal.
You think I've learned that? I only know the ingredients for the light spell.
What do I need for the light spell?
A couple of gold coins.
Gold coins?
That's what it says in the book. I'd talk to the other novices and get your nose into every book you can find.
Right. Thanks. I'm looking for a quill.
My quill's pretty worn out. Enzo has got some, but the Git will want a lot of gold for them.
Where can I get writing materials?
Not from me. I'd go and see Erlan.
Can I help?
I'm working on creating scrolls. I'm doing the basics.
Try the book stands in the school.
Yeah, would make sense. I'll do that.
Do you have a problem with Erlan?
Problem? No. I merely caught him stealing. I do not wish a filthy thief to taint my path to enlightenment.
Erlan didn't know the turkey belonged to you.
If he's really sorry, he should buy me a new turkey and all will be well.
I'm working on my test for Master Illuma.
I'm working on that too. That's why I wanted to enter the Holy Hall.
What's in the Holy Hall?
A couple of book stands. I'd gone there to find out what ingredient I needed for an illusion scroll.
Do you know the ingredients for a Nautilus scroll?
Yes, why?
I need it for my test.
Well, then you must offer me something in return.
What do you want? Gold?
No. I wish for knowledge. I must know what is needed to create an illusion. Get that information, and I'll tell you what I know.
Now, you can purchase a quill from Enzo for about 200 gold coins. I'm not gonna do that, I need all the gold that I can get. But if you're really desperate and want it done ASAP, just get it from Enzo for 200 gold or go to Casper. I will go to Casper in a bit.
I am Master Ignatius, and you have completed your basic training, but there are still challenges ahead of you.
Does that mean you want to set me a test?
It means I wish to show you something.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet, sir? Sorry guys, just droning a bit.
What plans do you have for me?
This is the library. These books contain much wisdom. Once you have read these books and learned the ritual that opens the door to the convocation, then we will talk again.
I'll do that later. Let me first do some research.
Here, about scrolls and ingredients. Preparing a telekinesis scroll requires wing dust. Interesting. Hey,
Novice,
what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a book.
Any book in particular?
It's called Wisdom in Combat. The monastery's supposed to have a copy.
You like reading?
Yes, I read a lot. And write a lot.
You write books?
Books, no. Scrolls. I make sure the Order always has enough healing scrolls. I spend most of my time doing that, actually. In the writing chamber. Oh, and I also train and practice with the crossbow.
The crossbow?
We don't use them in warfare. But the truth is, I'm damn good at it. And I enjoy it.
Are you good enough to train me?
You don't hold back, do you? But yes, I can train you.
Can you tell me the components for light healing?
Of course. Many here are wary of strangers, but with the chaos going on, I say we're all in this together. I mean, you don't look like a spy. But spies don't, do they?
I'm not a spy. I'm a mage in training.
It's for Master Iluma's test. That's why I need the ingredients.
Ah, so you are certainly one of us. Well, you're working on it. I'm looking for Wisdom in Combat. If you'd be able to bring me that book, I'll tell you everything about the scrolls.
Would you mind if I looked at that book?
By all means. I need to rest my eyes in any case.
Thank you.
There's something here about magic.
Certainly a bit laggy.
Now who could teach me to pick locks? This text is about magic spells.
Now read all these books if you want to get the first runic seal relatively early, because if I remember correctly, by reading all these books within the monastery itself, you should be able to get at least 50 wisdom. Yeah, easy 50.
Interesting. This text is about magic spells. Now who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Now for those I need open locks capabilities, either the spell scroll or the rune itself, because you know I can use, well, you think you could use, you know, one of the tables over here. It's just like one of these tables, only then for opening locks. But this over here is a anti-magic crystal, so as soon as you try to walk past it with the capability to open locks, it will disable the magical effect. So if you light above you, it will disable the light. If you have the skeleton running behind you, it will de-summon the skeleton, etc. You know.
I knew that.
Already read that book, okay.
This text is about magic spells. There's something here about magic. This text is about magic spells. Interesting. There's something here about magic. This text is about magic spells. Interesting.
61 wisdom.
Yeah!
Wow, that was mean. Karma is a bitch. You gotta love karma, guys. It's the whole thing over. It's really not that much, but still, you know. Oh yeah, the voices are bugged again. So after I read the book, I will have to, you know, read all the books. I will have to make sure that I will reboot the game before continue with talking with NPCs, because as you can see, you know, the voice is bugged again. Happened before in this particular playthrough. It's not really that big of a deal, but when it comes to the NPCs, it's really important that everything works as it should. So, you know, I will get all the other stuff that I picked up with the shooting the switch, etc. later. Just getting the books relatively quickly. Kill that skeleton, quick save, exit the game, reboot the game, and then we will continue. Alright, so let's quick save here. Well, let me at least read the books. Because as far as I know, it's only wisdom. Really not important, you know. Alright, so let me quick save, and which is now done. We're gonna reboot the game relatively quick, and then we'll be back. So just give me a couple of seconds here. The booting of the game will take longer as it normally would. For some weird reason it has issues when booting up this game, and I'm not quite sure whether it was of Steam or just because my PC is in a bad mood or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but bear with me, I will be right back, because I'm not gonna play the game and talk with NPCs, you know, if the conversations are going to be soundless. So just give me a couple of seconds / minutes here, and then we will continue. My apologies for the inconvenience, nevertheless. Come on, game, you can do it. Come on, Risen. I have faith in you. And I did it again. Oh. Even though I'm not in game, you know. Sometimes I can slap myself on the head. Alright, so let's continue. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. But I prefer it to be clean, you know. Well, at least as clean as possible. Alright, Whack.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Santa Claus. Alright, so let's get the entire trial done. Now, this magical barrier is for now inaccessible, but at some point, as soon as you will find, after you search for Eldrick, you know, you will get a spell scroll. I think it were 3 of them. I'm pretty sure it were 3 of them, but you get 3 spell scrolls to eliminate those red magical barriers. Now keep in mind that the amount that they give, whether it's the blue one or the red one, it is the certain amount that the amount of, you know, known portals are hidden. So you will get 3 destroy red barriers spell scrolls. There are 3 which can be destroyed, as far as I know. there aren't any more than that. Same with the barrier, with the blue barrier spell scroll. If you give the rune to, let's say, Master Illuma, and he will create the scrolls for you, he will give you 5. And since you have to search for 5 temples, and thus find the Titan artifacts, the Titan armor, the Titan shield, warhammer, axe, bow, crossbow, etc. There are in total only 5 blue magical barriers, so you can create 10 of them, you can create 100 of them, but it's relatively pointless. Just saying, It's too bad there is no red rune, but then again, it would have been totally useless.
Ah, telekinesis. The power of thought can move matter, allowing a mage to move objects towards them from a great distance. Switches and levers which are far away can also be activated. That's something to know.
That's indeed something to know. Too bad no XP though.
There's something here about magic. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? The mage places himself in a floating state. He moves only with the power of his mind. As long as he concentrates, heights can also be overcome. However, this requires more concentration. This text is about magic spells. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? Here. Any mechanical lock can be opened by the will of the mage, regardless of how complicated they are.
Let's get all the treasures that I can get in order to get the loot for free without the need of a rune, except for the area with the anti-magic crystal. I can't do anything about that one. But all the other chests that are accessible I will of course get, due to the fact it's free. And those runes or the spell scrolls will be quite an expensive feature when it either comes to, mana, or when it comes to the amount of spell scrolls, which are expensive, especially open locks. They're quite rare. God damn it. Now we're not entirely done yet, so now let's get levitation again. I will get this chest later. No, wait, let me get it. Well, that worked. Not as I intended, but hey, I'm not gonna complain.
The Nautilus spell produces a shell of energy that rolls around the mage casting it. The mage transforms, shrinking so they may enter small spaces. That could come in handy.
Indeed. Now do not go through that door. If you have opened it, it will deactivate the Nautilus spell, and then you have to, you know, go back to the levitation rune again, go to the Nautilus rune table, and then get back here, you know, so do it in one go to save yourself some effort.
Interesting.
Do I have a illusion spell? No.
Have you brought me something to eat? Put it with the other plates. If I have time, I'll eat it later.
What are you doing down here?
Research. So don't touch anything. I've got it all perfectly organized.
Do you have to do your work down here?
Alchemy is dangerous. It's not something you do in a crowded street. You don't want people juggling your elbow or stealing your secrets. Besides, it's quiet down here. Most of the time.
Can I learn alchemy?
Ha! Young people, I want to learn centuries-old skills in an instant. It doesn't work like that. Alchemy must be respected. It demands time, concentration, and skill.
So there's nothing you can show me?
I didn't say that. I can show you a few principles, but don't think you'll be able to start research and experimentation straight away.
May I buy potions from you?
Yes, I have an abundance of everything. Almost everything. Actually, my potion supply is very limited at the moment. I'm waiting for a new delivery of ingredients, you see.
I have to find a list of ingredients for Master Ilumar's test. Can you help me?
Ingredients? Is the old man experimenting with potions once more? I do hope not. He was never happy that he lacked my skill. Ilumar should stick to scrolls. He's a master of those.
Can you help me get the ingredients for his scrolls?
Can I deal with a test set by Master Ilumar? You're right to come to me. The scrolls and potions have some things in common. Both contain power which anyone can tap. All that is needed for either a scroll or a potion is the correct formula, the ingredients, and a little knowledge.
Will you set a test for me?
A test?
I have to seek each master and pass a test for them.
Oh, well, I'm not really prepared. Let's see. Perhaps you could... No. What am I thinking? That's a bad idea.
Bad idea or not, I have to take a test.
Yes, but you also have to learn. Progressing up the order isn't everything. Testing and learning, the two aren't the same.
I will learn if you set me a test.
You don't have the right attitude. A test is there to stretch ability, shape knowledge. An eagerness to simply pass is not appropriate.
Now will you set my test? I'm keen to learn more of the Order.
First, we need to consider what you might be good at, eh?
Whatever you set, I will do.
Well, you have self-belief. Let's see if you have the skill. or maybe just the luck to pass.
Then what test do you suggest?
Never have I met someone so keen to be tested. A test. I will give you a test. It won't require training you don't have, but it could be dangerous. I sent 2 novices to bring me some plants, specific plants. The novices have not returned. Your task is to find them and bring me the plants. That is your test.
Searching for novices. How hard can that be?
It is a test. If you doubt there is a challenge to it, then maybe you have failed it already. The 2 novices I sent failed to return. Or have you forgotten that?
What do I do when I find the novices?
Send them to me, and make sure you bring me the plants.
Which plants do you need?
I have a list of them for you.
I don't suppose you could give me that list.
Of course, of course. Now, where did I put it? Aha, here it is. All the plants I require.
What are the novices called?
Sirius and, what was it? Ah, yes, Craben. I sent them to the forest at the foot of the mountain. That's where I suggest you commence your search.
Yes, and can you help me with the ingredients?
I was brewing potions when you were learning to crawl.
Scrolls as well as potions?
Scrolls? Oh, yes. Yes, I once worked on a polymorph potion. I studied the illusion scroll for that, as I recall. I probably still have it here somewhere.
So you know about the illusion scroll?
Well, I did. Knowledge fades when unused. There is a book about it around here. I forget where. If you can find it, by all means, read it. But please, don't mess things up.
How can I leave the monastery?
Through the gate. How else?
The gate is locked.
Ah, yes, I can see that would be a problem. Talk to Ignatius. He'll be able to help.
I've brought you your plants.
Well, that was quick. You have performed well. Consider my test passed. But take this as an incentive to learn. You can go far if you study.
Thank you, Master.
What news of the novices?
I'm working on your test.
Good. I have need of these plants, but find those novices.
Let's trade. Ah, here it says, the illusion spell. Aha! The necessary component is the tusk of a boar.
The tusk of a boar. Alright, so let's go to Casper and get myself a quill.
Do you have a quill or any parchment?
Of course. Check in with me every now and then. Blank scrolls always sell well. And if you need a quill, I have one in stock.
Thanks. That could be handy.
Master Illumar's test, huh? You know what? I'll give you the quill for free.
Thanks.
Just make sure you buy the parchment from me, okay?
Will do, if I need them.
Well?
Alright, so let's go to Harlock. About the turkey.
Can you get me a turkey?
What do you want with a turkey?
Can you get one?
It's not that easy. They're only for the mages.
How much for a turkey?
They're hard to come by. It would have to be 200 gold coins.
Here, let me have the turkey.
Fuck me! Someone must really want a turkey sandwich. That was destined for Ignatius's belly. Better hope he doesn't come looking for it.
Yes?
Alright, so let's see if I can now enter the cemetery without the bugger interrupting me.
Stop there, brother. Hey, you can't enter here. I don't want to fight, but I can't let you in.
Apparently not.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright, also have to still talk with Ash Ketchup, as well as Enzo about the turkey. Turkey.
You need the tusk of a boar to create an illusion.
Excellent. To create a Nautilus scroll, all you need is an old empty Nautilus shell.
I know the ingredient you need for a Nautilus scroll.
Great, I'll trade you. What spells do you need to know the ingredients for?
Can you tell me what I need for a Jest scroll?
For this spell, you need a pearl.
Right. To create a Nautilus scroll, first you need an empty Nautilus shell.
I should have thought of that myself.
Here, 1 turkey.
I don't believe it. A real turkey. Where did you get it? Okay, no questions. I'll give it to Enzo.
Think of it as a turkey of peace. That should clear the air between you.
I hope so. Thank you. Look, here's a scroll for you. Could be useful if you find yourself in trouble.
What?
I know the ingredient for the light scroll.
A very useful scroll. So tell me what is needed to create the scroll.
A couple of gold coins.
Very good.
I know the ingredient for the illusion spell.
And that would be?
The tusk of a boar. I know the ingredient for the Nautilus transformation spell.
Please continue.
The empty shell of a Nautilus.
Correct. The spell is very powerful, so those shells are much sought after.
I know the ingredient for the telekinesis spell.
Go on.
You need wing dust.
Correct. Very good.
I know the component for the Jest spell.
Which is?
A pearl.
Which one did I not complete yet?
I have read all the books.
Yes, I see the truth in your eyes. You have gained the knowledge you seek, but there is one more step. To join the convocation, you must first obtain a crystal.
What sort of crystal?
For now, a fire crystal should suffice. I sent the novice Nathan to the ruins outside the monastery with just such a crystal. However, he has not returned. Find him, and you will find the crystal.
So Nathan went to these ruins with a powerful magical crystal and disappeared. And you want me to go into these ruins without a crystal?
Precisely.
Well, I'm glad we got that clear. Here to find out about the main gate. I need to know when it will be opened. I heard you're in charge of it.
Plain speech is useful, but some may consider it rude. No matter. Master Palace will open the gate for you.
I have some questions.
Questions are food for the mind.
What can you teach me about scrolls?
Scrolls are a way of binding magic. Anyone can use them, but once they have been incanted, the scroll loses its properties and reverts to mere paper. If you wish to know more, talk to Master Illuma.
Can you tell me about the power of crystals?
Crystal magic is the oldest form of magic. It is highly developed.
What can you tell me about runes?
Runes? Runes are a versatile form of sorcery. The knowledge of how to create runes has been lost, but we can still use them if we open up our spirit.
Is there nothing else you can tell me about runes?
First, you must acquire a crystal and learn to master it. We shall deal with runes later.
And anyways, guys, this is about the end of part 3. I think it was 3. Oh dear, that's bad. But anyways, this is about the end of this particular part. We're nearly done with the monastery, so it's gonna require one more part at max in order to get this area completed and thus enter the circle of magic, aka become a mage of the holy flame. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to thumbs it up, wow. And if you didn't like what you see, well, you're still free to thumbs it down. And if you really like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will be much appreciated. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell, even though, you know, at this current moment the notification bell got a update in, you know, some sort of a way, so it could be broken at some point. At least that's what I hear from, you know, big YouTubers like PewDiePie and such. But that's all fine and dandy, you know. Whatever you can do in order to keep up to date with all my videos, make sure to do them. And if you have any kind of feedback, both positive or negative, just let me know in the comment section down below, because I need all the feedback that I can get in order to improve my channel. So I want to thank you guys once again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the final part, where we finally finish the monastery and thus become a magician of the holy flame. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next part.